What'd you like more about the second half than the first?
Just the level of connection and competition. I just thought the first half we went through the motions. The spirit wasn't right, and second half, guys really connected, came together, and put together a great 24 minutes.
What'd you think about the Draymond ejection?
I didn't hear what he said, but it was a quick one. You know, I know he got the tee right away, and then Kevin tossed him almost immediately. So I don't know what he said, but I assume it was, you know, something that Kevin just wasn't going to listen to. So I don't know anything more about it than that.
Obviously, 2 quick ejections, and then the other game that he left in the third recently. Is that a concern? You know, I mean, just him missing, you know, large chunks of games recently.
I'm sorry?
Is it a concern that he's, you know, been out early in a few games recently?
Yeah. I mean, we need Draymond, and you know, I want him out there, so I think he might be up to about 9 techs. So he's got to. You know, we're not halfway through the season yet, so long way to go, and we need him.
Aside from him just being Steph, what changed as far as getting him in better rhythm in that third quarter?
Steph?
Yeah.
It wasn't me, you know. It wasn't like play calls or anything. It was just Steph, you know. That's how good he is. And but again, everything felt right in the second half. The spirit, the energy, the level of competitive fight, and you're much more likely to make shots when you have that approach.
You've seen Melton's defense, but how good is it to get him seeing the three-point shot going early for him, and that two-way impact really showing up right now with DeAnthony? Yeah,
he's barely played for 2 years, so we knew it would take him some time to find his rhythm, and it feels like he's really finding it now.
Right. So in addition to some of the behavioral stuff with Draymond popping up again, the team's only been positive in 2 games with him on the floor since the beginning of December. Is there anything you're seeing in terms of how the team's playing with him on the floor that's changed? Usually you guys are great plus minus when he's out there.
Yeah, well, we've been a little jumbled this year. You know, we haven't quite found a rhythm, but I do feel better about the way we've played the last couple of weeks. You know, I think a lot of the numbers, you know, you get small sample sizes, you get, you know, you see different things happen. I mean, I can tell you this. I mean, you look at Draymond's career, and he's just, you know, on the plus side in a massive way over and over again. And like I said, the last, you know, 8-10 games, we've started the same way. We've had a better feel, better rotation, and I think we're overall playing better, and I think he's playing better as well.
Steve, along those lines, I mean, Steph was just talking about morale and it being so high in the locker room. Do you feel like there's some momentum right now? You just referenced those, you know, these last 2 weeks, and just maybe the spirits are good too?
Spirit's good. Like I said, first half it wasn't. But I have to say, you know, Buddy Hield didn't play tonight, but his energy on the bench, his just communication with players, staying engaged, Buddy was incredible. And, you know, I think Draymond said it a few weeks ago, Buddy's like one of his top 5 teammates of all time. He's one of my favorite players I've ever coached for this reason. You know, he's found himself out of the rotation right now, and he stays upbeat, stays positive, telling jokes on the bench, keeping guys loose. Buddy is an incredible human being, and I know his time's going to come back around, but this is what it takes, you know, to be a really good team, is to have everybody bought in, and especially the guys like Buddy who are out of the loop, you know, still being part of it and engaged, and he was fantastic tonight.
Hello, Coach. About turnover, I remember a couple weeks ago, you said like constantly talking about this conversation maybe will affect the players emotionally, but like today they have a 10 turnover in the first half, 5 in the second half. Like I was wondering how you approach this conversation recently about turnover.
Which conversation?
About turnover.
Oh, turnovers. Yeah. I don't bring it up anymore, and that's the truth. I'm no longer talking about turnovers with the team.
About second, about Kevin Love, what's your impression of him? And after all this year, continue seeing him out of there and adjusting his roles on the court.
I love Kevin's love for the game, the fact that he's still playing, still effective. I don't know him well. I coached him briefly with USA Basketball, but I love guys like that who just love the game so much and are great teammates and contributing, at an older age in their careers. He's had an amazing career, and it's great to see him still out there contributing.
You were upset at a few of the turnovers tonight, pretty obviously. Steph called it, it's a 10-year problem for y'all, but is it getting to you more this year than maybe in past years?
I mean, they matter more now. I mean, it's pretty obvious, we see it, every night. If we take care of the ball, we generally win. If we don't, we lose. So they matter more, and I know we're capable. One thing I want to make sure of is that we start getting the ball to Jimmy more down the stretch of games. We've lost all these clutch games, and there's nobody better in the league at protecting the ball, getting to the foul line, controlling the game. And we haven't done a good enough job of that, frankly, and that's on me. I've got to do a better job. But, you get him the ball, the game settles, and you're much less likely to give up a transition three the other way because you're getting the ball in the paint, you're getting fouled, there's just a sense of control. We have to utilize that. Jimmy's one of the best in the league at that, and we're not doing it well enough.